Hi guys, so today we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of makeup. Basically, all the blunders that we commit while applying makeup, which makes our look cakey and not flattering at all. And on the other hand, we're going to do all the steps that are required to make our makeup look absolutely flawless. So the very first step is using a primer. Now, primer is the foundation of your makeup base. It really helps giving you that perfect flawless base on top of which you can put on your concealer and your foundation. Now the second step is color correction. You can use a dark colored concealer or a color corrector for this, an orange toned color corrector or a red toned color corrector. It depends on you. I prefer using a dark colored concealer. Now color correction is important in order to make your face look even toned, because I have hyperpigmentation, dark circles and acne scars, so it's really important for me to color correct my skin before I hop on to the other steps. Now on the other side of my face, I'll be using a foundation directly. This foundation is 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone, and I haven't applied any primer on this side, so you guys are going to see how it looks like without any primer and how the fine look turns out to be. Because if you use a very light colored foundation on your skin, it makes your look very ashy and gray after a while. So you have to make sure that you're using a proper shade of foundation, a shade that actually matches your skin tone. Now on the other side, I'll be using the foundation that exactly matches my skin tone, and you'll see the difference how it looks like. Now we'll be moving on to our concealer. On the right side of my face, I'll be using a concealer that's not very light. It is slightly lighter than my skin tone, and I won't be applying tons of it. I'll just apply a very small amount of this on the areas that I want to highlight. On the other side of my face, I'll be applying a generous amount of light colored concealer, and after blending it, you'll see how cakey the other side looks and how flawless and natural the right side looks. Now we will move on to our contouring and take a dark colored concealer. On the right side of my face, I'm just going to apply a small amount of this on all the areas that I want to look more chiseled, whereas on the left side I am going to apply a lot of it. Now the key here is to blend the contour. Take your time and blend it well so it looks natural. You'll see it that on the right side where I've blended it very evenly, it'll look really pretty. Whereas on the other side, that is the left side, I won't be blending it that well. So you'll see the difference, because on the left side it's going to look very prominent and it's going to look really bad. Be moving on to a setting powder. On the right side of my face, I will be applying the setting powder evenly. Now what I have noticed is that when you apply the setting powder evenly all over your face, it gives a very nice blurring effect to your makeup, and it looks more filtered and more flawless as compared to when you have not applied it. Whereas on the left side, I'll be baking it. Now when I used to bake my makeup, I realized that it used to look very chalky, so you'll just see the difference once I apply it on both the sides of my face.
Now moving on to our eyebrows. On the right side of my face, I'll just be filling them in. I won't be drawing anything extra. I'll just be filling my natural eyebrows, and this is going to maintain the shape of my brows but at the same time make them slightly darker. Now to set them in place, I am using a clear mascara or an eyebrow gel, you can call it. It's a 2-in-1 gel. And moving on to the left side of my face, I will be drawing my eyebrows. I won't be just filling them in, I'll draw something extra, and this is not at all going to look good. You can see and tell the difference very clearly. Now moving on to our bronzer. On the right side of my face, I will be giving gentle strokes with my contour brush and not making it look very dark or prominent. I'll just be lifting my face and making it look more chiseled and giving it a very nice shadowy effect. Whereas on the left side of my face, where the contour is very prominent and very dark, the bronzer is not at all going to make it look any better. The biggest blunder that I've seen people commit is when they do not give their eyeshadow enough time to blend. I have seen people quickly do their eyeshadows, which makes it look very messy. So put in those extra few minutes or seconds on your eyeshadow base and make it look better by blending it well. Now on the left side, I won't be using any eyeshadow base. I'll just directly dig in, and I won't put that much of time and effort in making it look seamless. I'll just quickly get done with it and you'll see the difference yourself.
Now guys, we'll be moving on to our eyeliner. I am using my all-time favorite Lakme Insta Liner. I have been using it since day one, ever since I started my makeup journey. Here guys, I really tried my best to create a weird eyeliner look, but it turned out to be decent enough, so don't judge me on that, please. Now the trick for creating perfectly lifted and voluminous lashes with a mascara is by using decent amount of mascara and not applying tons of layers on it. Whereas on the left hand side, I'm going to do the exact opposite and apply multiple layers, which is going to make my lashes look clumpy and bad. Now moving on to our Kajal. I really like applying Kajal on the waterline, whereas I've seen a lot of people apply it on their lower lash line outside the waterline, which makes it look very messy and smudged. Okay guys, so I'm going to quickly do my lashes and get back to you. Moving on to a blush on my right side of the face, I'm going to dust off the extra pigment and gently apply this blush with gentle upward strokes so that it sits well on my skin and looks natural. Whereas on the left side of my face, I'm just going to dab it as it is without dusting off the extra blush, and I'm just going to line it over my contour. Moving on to a highlighter, I have taken my fan brush, and on the right hand side I'm just gently spreading the highlighter all over my cheekbones. You'll see I'm not using tons of it, I'm just using very small amount of this to give that nice natural glow to my skin, and I've applied it on the bridge of my nose as well. Whereas on the left hand side, because the base was bad, anything that I'm trying to do to compensate for it, it's not looking good. Now the last step is applying the lip shade. So on the right hand side I am applying a lip liner over which I'll be applying my lip shade. Now you'll see the clear difference why a lip liner is important, because a lip liner is like a marker. It marks the territory inside of which you're supposed to apply your lipstick, and it does not look messy. It looks very evenly spread and it looks very clean. Now on the left hand side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly apply my lip shade without applying any lip liner or anything. So these are the final results, you guys. You can clearly see the difference between the right hand side and the left hand side. One side looks very perfectly finished while the other half looks unfinished. I hope that you guys learned something from today's video. Thank you for sticking around with me here till the end. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, please take care, and I love you all so much. Bye bye.